American icon Clint Eastwood is back in the director's chair for American Sniper, telling the real-life story of the late Chris Kyle, the most deadly sniper in U.S. military history, and adapted from his memoir of the same name, and nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing, Best Film Editing, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Actor, and Best Picture. American Sniper just didn't do very much for me. It's easy to look past the rah-rah America mentality the film propagates. I mean, it's expected with a title like American Sniper, but even as a character study, the movie is so emotionally shallow and barely scratches the surface of portraying Kyle as a fleshed-out human being. And that's not to discredit Bradley Cooper and his genuinely excellent performance. The subtle nuances, the pent-up aggression. I mean, a number of scenes I had no idea if this guy was gonna explode or not. Even though he wasn't one of my top picks for Best Actor, it makes sense. Really great understated acting work here. The problem lies in the screenplay. You know, the one nominated for an Oscar. Too much of the film positions Chris Kyle as this invincible American hero, seemingly ripped out of Call of Duty. He's constantly referred to as a legend, and everyone in the movie just sings his praises, and regardless of how morally ambiguous and questionably violent Chris Kyle may have been in real life, in the context of the film, it just boils down to sloppy writing and blind patriotism preventing any form of characteristic complexity. That's the problem here. That, and the film turns into completely incomprehensible action schlock towards the third act. Boom, boom, explosions, America! Fuck yeah! The story follows the tropes of the biopic pretty closely, following Chris Kyle on his 4 tours in Iraq and the months in between at home with his wife and children. The film deals with the devastating effects of war on the human psyche. Or at least it should have, but it was too busy focusing on killing terrorists and their children. Now, it may seem like I'm just shitting all over this movie, and I assure you, that's not the case. I enjoyed plenty of things about it. Like I said, Bradley Cooper is great, and he works well with what he's given. The accent, the mannerisms, it's a good performance. To a lesser extent, Sienna Miller. She works well as the distressed army wife, and is probably the most sympathetic and relatable character in the movie. Editing and sound design are excellent. I was fully immersed in the tense combat scenes, largely due to the expert use of sound and the fast-paced editing. The opening sequence shown in all the trailers was very well done. It was tense, well-paced, really drew me in right off the bat. Too bad they interrupted it with a hokey flashback, but that's besides the point. And Clint Eastwood is a competent director. He's made some amazing movies. I just wish this was one of them. He plays it so safe, and his directing style is utterly bland. He's got old man sensibilities, and it shows. All in all, this movie was very mediocre. A serviceable biopic with nothing profound or interesting to say. Nothing awful, but nothing Best Picture worthy either. But if this sort of movie interests you, I'd say give it a shot. I just think Eastwood missed the mark on this one. But what do I know? I'm a Canadian. Have you seen American Sniper? Leave your thoughts about the movie down below. Do you think it's going to walk away with any trophies come Oscar night? Let me know. Also, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed what you watched, and subscribe to the channel for more movie-related content and Oscar coverage. As always, I'm Nicholas Janzen. Thanks for watching.